Hey dreamers, Bryce here from Midnight Notion, singer, songwriter, musician, big fan of Metallica, but I have no idea what my favorite song is. Could it be Ronnie? Let's use math to find out. Cue the intro.
So give it to me now!
For the best Metallica song! Ronnie, track number 13 off of the Load record. We're almost done with this one. Hold your horses, we're almost there. And I gotta be honest, a lot of people don't like this song, and I have no idea why, because I think it's got a great groove to it, and I'm waiting to hear it live. I don't think they've played it live at all yet. I think they maybe have jammed it once or twice, like just the main riff, but they've never actually played the song live. And I don't know why. I don't know why so many people hate it. Is it because it's country? Is it because it kind of sways a little bit? I don't know. But maybe we can find out today, because we're going to listen to the song together, you and I. I'm going to blah, blah, blah my way through anything that I find interesting. Then I'm going to grade it using the following categories: composition, memorability, emotional response, instrumentation, and lyrics. Each category is a 0 to 4 scale, and the grand total possible of points is 20. And so tell me in the comments below what your pre-score is, and then we'll find out at the end if the post-listening score is enough to get to the top 20. We'll find out. This is the closest it's going to get probably in the last couple songs, so I'm excited to get into this one. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before we go, because I love you, and I think you're awesome, and I think that you're a really wonderful person. Thanks for being here. Let's get into the song. How can you hate that riff? It's just got a groove to it. Kick drum. Hey, hey, hey. There's a nice little, you can hear the, I don't remember what that instrument is called. I can see it. It's got that rattle. There's a lot of little, we can hear some tambourines shaking, but we have that, like it's a wood block with like a ball on top, and it's got like a metal bendy thing, and you hit it and I don't know. It's like it's kind of like the door, the little hinge on the back of the door that, but a wood block and a ball. I don't know. You can hear it. You know what I'm talking about. I like what's happening here. We have a very straight groove with the drums, right? We got to start with the drums always. Boom, ta, boom, ta, boom, ta. Just straight kick, snare, kick, snare. Hi-hats all the way through. Then we have the bass guitar, which is just going fum, fum, and there's occasional bum. There's a little bit of movement, but not much. It's really just emphasizing those bum, bum, bum. And then the guitars. It's a real cool groove. A lot of syncopation, but it's got that, it's slow, but it's driving at the same time. How is that possible? I don't know, but I like it. Yeah, little, listen to the hi-hat. We're a little, we're in a different chord. I've never actually learned the song, and I don't know why. I really should. I'd like to cover it someday. But we have the do. That was a bad impression. We have the main riff, and then I think we came down. Did we come down? Is this like an A flat riff? Let's find out. It's been a while since I've gotten the guitar out, so let's have a little lesson here, shall we? It sounds like everything is down-tuned to half step, just like the rest of this record. And we have what is essentially an A, but technically it's A flat or G sharp, whatever you want to call it. We're playing something like this. Now, I'm hearing something about this. I know it's played on an electric guitar, but for some reason, I don't believe they're on this part of the neck. I think Metallica typically ends up playing a little bit higher so that they can use lower strings, because right here could be played the same over here. And you hear how that sounds thicker, it's a more full sound. I think. I'm not sure. It could still be lower over here, just keeping that A minor feel. But you never know with Metallica. They like to be riffy. All the tabs that I've seen so far are somewhere around there. So anyway, they're playing that for the main riff, but when we get to this verse, we're down to the E flat. So we're playing the verse actually in the 5. So if A minor is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're on the 5. We're actually a 5th higher, but it actually feels lower because we're also using lower octave notes. So, boy, little strange Ronnie Long. We haven't gotten to that part of the song, but I just wanted to point out that the verses are in a different part of the key. Good job for sticking around while I learned this. Let's get back to it. All right, notice how the drums are different there in the verse too. We had this straight beat all the way through, booms, tuts, but then he moves to a sticking pattern on the hi-hat where he's alternating from the hi-hat and the snare drum. He's going, really cool pattern. That extra hi-hat bit there, the little 16th notes, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and really kind of brings the song forward, really gives that train feel to, when you think of old country western songs, there's always like a train. There's either like a snare, something rolling, right? This is kind of that train feel. So I appreciate it. It's more of a straight, it's not a shuffle beat. It's a straight, but it kind of keeps the motion moving, right? Think of it as motion. Because the guitars are just kind of they're riffing. He's rolling. This train keeps rolling. But now we're back to the main riff. Okay. Back to A. I like how they give a chance for that guitar, like the slow bends are really what makes this song interesting and unique. They could just easily, but just dragging it out. Yeah. There's that. Back to E. Ronnie Long. Ooh, little James solo. Wash away. So I believe when they go into the, they all pray, I believe we're on, it'd be 5, that'd be D, so D flat, which would be the 4, I believe. So we got a 1 on the A, we got a 5 on the E, and we've got a 4 on the D. That's our progression. 1, 5, 1, 5, 4, 1, and we're going back and forth. So the main riff is in the 1, the verses are in the 5, and the like chorus section, like right before the "Now they all pray" is in the 4. So if you're keeping track at home of chord progressions, those are the numbers to follow. They're all major. Well, I guess there's a minor key. Anyway, we won't get into that. We won't talk about that. All I just wanted to point out is that we're changing between the 1, the 4, and the 5, but in opposite order. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Let's listen to the song, damn it. I appreciate James's bloody day. He's getting that grit and bloody. Really great. Sing it. Ooh. That's something we don't get much from Lars. So we got a nice little march beat here. We got him rolling on the snare. He doesn't do a lot of snare like marchy. We're going back to that train feel again. He doesn't do that very often at all. As a matter of fact, I can't think of another song where this is something he does in a breakdown. So very unique, very new. Good job, Lars, trying something new. I don't think he's really letting any rolls come out. I haven't listened close enough, but he's getting some fills in. That's a Pat Boone, Debbie Boone. Pat Boone, Debbie Boone. Classic, Phil. He's doing some pretty cool stuff there, but now we're going to bring that main riff down and we're going to just kind of do half of the riff. Listen to how this riff is just slightly different. We got it just on the one side.
Well, all the green things died when Ronnie moved to this place. He said, "Don't you dare ask why I'm cursed to wear this face."
Is there a jaw harp in there? There's a little something going on there. It could be just a wah guitar. It could be a talk box, but it almost sounded like it was a jaw harp. It's that little boing boing. No, it's not a jaw. It's not a jaw harp. I'm now taking it back. It sounded more like a wah than a jaw harp. But there's some cool sounds going on here. I'm really interested by the instrumental choice going on here because I can tell that this riffy stuff, whatever's going on in the left guitar, that is James, but he's also talking. Yeah, we all know. You know, he's doing the classic country like storytelling, very Johnny Cash right here. How can he do the talking part if he's doing like a guitar solo? It's going to be really hard to do both those things at the same time. So you think, well, maybe Kirk will play that part live. But Kirk is going to town with something else. He's got these other effects on the right side of the speaker. I'm hearing some and I don't know, ethereal type stuff, maybe some extra effects on there. I don't know what's really going on, but who's going to play which part live? When they do this live, are they going to just omit James's solo stuff, or is Kirk going to play that instead and we'll just forget the background stuff? I don't know. All I'm saying is I want to hear it live. That's all I'm saying.
Well, now we all know why the children called him Ronnie Frown when he pulled that gun from his pocket and they all fall down.
It's definitely a wah guitar. I take back anything I said about the talk box, all that stuff. It's definitely a wah. You can hear a nice wah real quick here. I'm going to rewind it.
Called him Ronnie Frown when he pulled that gun from his pocket and they all fall down, and said, "Lost my way this bloody day, lost my way, yeah, he screamed, lost my way."
He's going higher. Sing it! Teasing. He thought it was over. That's right. You can hear Kirk doing this doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't know exactly what he's playing, but it's a little bit cleaner. It's not, doesn't have the same distortion. Kind of that tweed guitar, the southern rock feel. It's just slightly up with the gain, but not much. Just in the left side. Or, right. Now we got a solo from Kirk. Oh, the drums have changed. Now he's still riding on that hi-hat, but now he's opening the hi-hat. So you got I like that little at the end, and a little of course with the guitar. A lot of fun stuff going on in this song. I don't know. I think it gets a little bit too much hate, but is it enough to top the top 20? We'll find out right now. Let's get to some. Let's give this sucker some points. Composition. All right, so this song doesn't really bring a whole lot new to the table other than the feel being kind of that southern rock or maybe western southern rock. I don't know where the location is supposed to be, but we know it isn't in the thrash metal scene of the 1980s. We're now in 1996, and these guys think they're cowboys now for some reason. The composition is very, I guess there's two verses before the chorus, but we'll call it verse 1, chorus, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Very similar makeup of every single other song in their catalog. Not much new to be discussed there. Are there time signature changes? No. Are there tempo changes? No. Are there key changes? No. We're still in the same key. We just moved from the 1-5-4. Nothing really new there either. So nothing really unique to the composition of this song. Other than that, now we have one of those rattly guys in the background and maybe some shakers and I don't know, that bluesy rock. It's not blues. It's something else. It's like Western rock. I don't know what to call it. But it's not very interesting in the sense, in a compositional sort of way. I do really like how we come down to the talking verse. Yeah, we all know why. Like that little chat, like me and you, we're going to have a little chat. I like that verse. But is it something new? Nah, we had it in Sandman. We had it in... what was it? King Nothing even, right? Earlier on this record, we had something similar. We had it in Of Wolf and Man. We've had it before. That's all I'm saying. So nothing really new here, but it's not a bad composition. It just kind of meets the base level of what a song needs to be good enough. So compositionally, it's a 2. Memorability. I happen to think that this song is very memorable. I think that there's a really nice hook. That main riff it's just a nice groove to it. It's driving. It pushes forward. I like that even the chorus, the words in the chorus, he said, "Lost my way this bloody day." Lost my way. We've now said lost my way twice. And then guess what happens? It loops a second time. He said, "Lost my way this bloody day. Lost my way. All things wash away, but blood stained the sun red today." I think that by stopping and having just like nothing really happens, blood stained the sun red today. I think that's effective. If you have longer than just something simple like seek and destroy, if you have a longer line than that, then a full stop and allowing it to be the central focus, that makes it more memorable. But the fact that they're repeating lines over and over and over again makes it pretty catchy. It's not uncatchy, but it's not as catchy as they can get. So positive score, we'll give this one a 3. Emotional response. I told you already, I like this song. I can't complain about it because I think it's fun. I mean, maybe it doesn't meet the criteria of what makes Metallica Metallica. If you were to introduce this band to someone else, you wouldn't start with this song because this doesn't define, it doesn't stand, it's not really what Metallica sounds like, but it is a fun song. And I don't know why people, knock this one so much. I don't know why the band hasn't played it live. I guess maybe I could guess, but it just, I don't know, it's fun for me. If they played this live, I would lose my mind. So please, this is me saying, dear Metallica, please play Ronnie live. I want to hear it. It's not as dumb as you think. It's a fun song. I would bang my head, I would say hey, and I would give this one, the emotional response, a 3. Instrumentation. I don't really know what to say about this category. They did fine. They did very good. They played well. They're all in the same band, and this song, unlike the last one, this one sounds like they're actually playing together. It feels like they were in a groove. They're just, I mean, it just works. It just works for me. We got some cool little riffs, variations on the main riff in that little solo section. We've got that clean guitar in the outro. We got the little rattly guy, whatever that's called. Tell me in the comments below. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. I wasn't a percussionist in school. I played French horn, so I don't know what the thing's called. You tell me. But anyway, pretty good instrumentation. Can't knock them. I feel generous. We'll give them a 3. Lyrics. What is this song about? It's about Ronnie Long, who sometimes gets called Ronnie Frown. He, I guess, came into town and killed everybody for some reason. I don't know if this is a real life character. I don't know if this is like a Western story, if this is like based off of, I know James got into stuff like The Unforgiven. They use, well, obviously the name of that movie as a title of 3 of their songs. They also use the score from the Ecstasy of Gold in their intros. So he must have taken this story from some shootout movie somewhere. I don't know for sure. I don't know where the influence comes from. I don't know if there's a deeper meaning, if it's actually a metaphor. But to me, this sounds like a good old Western shootout. Some guy comes into town and pew, 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 and then they're all dead. I think it's a fun story. I hope it's fictional. I'm not I'm not here to promote gun violence. But if we take this as a fictional story, we do tell a tale. The lyrics do, I like the way that they're written out. Let me pull this up. Story starts, quiet town, small town boy, big time frown. Never talks, never plays, different path, lost his way. I like that these are fractured statements. They're not full sentences. It's just little this, a little that, a little this, a little that. It's got that kind of, I don't know what words I'm looking for, but I like that it's just list items and that it doesn't have, it's not like you would just speak it this way. You would say something about like, oh, well, he came from this small town and he doesn't really like to smile much. That's how you would say it. But by kind of taking that phrase, when you're writing songs, I want you to remember that you don't have to use full, complete sentences. You can shorten it to fractured statements. That's okay. And that's good. I like it. All I'm saying, I like it. That's all I'm saying. I like it. I like it. Don't come at me. This is a good song. Fun fact, sometimes I film these videos and I'm not like fully on. I sometimes work all day, or maybe it's the first thing I do in the day, and I just don't, the words don't come out right. So thanks for sticking around. This one's a thumbs up from me. Lyrically, I give it a 3. And so Ronnie gets a grand total of 14 points, which is not enough to top the top 20, but it is in 35th place out of 60. I've now done 60 videos, a video every day for the last 60 days. This has been quite the journey. So thank you for coming on this journey with me. Let's remind ourselves of that top 20. Not much to say here that I haven't said on the last several videos. Nothing has made this list since what? King Nothing? Bleeding Me maybe is the last one? It's been a while, so we'll see how long it takes for anything to get on this list. And Dyer's Eve, man. Dyer's Eve is just hanging on. Just hanging on. So now it's your turn using my points system. Tell me in the comments below what score you would give this song now that you've heard it and heard my ranting about it. And make sure you check out my music, Midnight Notion, anywhere you get your music online. I'd love to know what you think of that. And of course, smash that subscribe button, because tomorrow we're going to be listening to The Outlaw Torn and closing off this stupid background and moving on to the next record after tomorrow. But until then, I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.